Welcome. Today we're talking about the different stages of love bombing, why it's so dangerous, and the different styles of love bombing that comes from different narcissistic behaviors. This training is going to be put into my course, How to Date a Millionaire, and into my course, How to Talk to a Millionaire, my communication course. And it will expire here on YouTube. If you want to grab the full course, the link will be in the description box. Okay, so let's talk about the different stages of love bombing, why it's so dangerous, and the different types of narcissistic behavior. First of all, I just want to talk quickly about why is it so important that you know about this. Obviously, because when you're dating, you might meet a person like that. And unfortunately, as a woman that's like the top 1%, you are more of a target of narcissistic people. And just because, they put you so much on a pedestal, which you are, and this is great, all right? And because you know how to date. And also, unfortunately, many really wealthy, successful people are narcissistic, okay? Not all of them. And the way you see the difference is that the person who like is a narcissistic behavior, he just thinks about himself and he doesn't care about others, right? So that's the bad trait about that. And how can you spot a normal, healthy guy to a guy that is a narcissist? The guy who's a narcissist, he will kind of like show off how rich he is, how amazing he is. Like he will literally show off, okay? Or he will put others down, like, yeah, like I'm better than others, because he needs to be the top, because he has like really low self-esteem. So he needs to be the top 1% man, either through showing off or putting others down, yeah, because of his own self-esteem. But again, this is not the type of man I want you to date. You drop this kind of guy. I just need you to spot it. That's why when you watch those movies that, oh, he needs to like have this car, have this like designer clothes, and come with like a private jet on the first date, it's just a movie. And in real life, those type of flashy behavior oftentimes is just a narcissistic behavior because the person is very insecure and needs to brag in order to be the top 1% man. And I can't stop telling you how many times I was like sharing this in this course, How to Date a Millionaire, many times, right? That a millionaire can look very normal. He can have a normal car, normal clothes, normal behavior. He will not brag. He will just like be very in the same level to you. Okay. He will also not put others down, and yet he will have millions in his bank account. You have no idea how many of my clients were telling me, I know this guy is successful. I had no clue he's a millionaire. Yeah, because millionaires who are mentally healthy, they do not brag and they do not put others down. Okay. So that's the difference between a mentally healthy millionaire and a narcissist. And that's why, like, if a guy is like flashing, it's a red flag. Another difference is that I talked about it in part 1 of the love bombing is that the narcissist will not care about your feelings, will not cherish them, even if you use the scripts that I give you. He will either get angry or ignore you. I will talk about this in the stages of love bombing in a second, what kind of behavior he will do. The healthy millionaire, like mentally healthy one that I want you to date, right? He will cherish you. He will want to make you happy whenever you express a feeling, a thought, he will cherish that. Okay, that's another big, big difference. And one thing I also want to add before we go to the stages of love bombing is that a healthy millionaire might look like the guy next door, really average, really. And he will show up authentically, even with his flaws from the beginning. He will not put a big show. He might have more abilities due to his money, right? But he will not put a big show. He will just show up very authentic, just like a normal guy next door. And it might feel a bit normal and boring. But again, emotionally and financially stable men behave stable and label it boring. But these are the stable men. These are the provider protector men who will make your marriage life easy. So go for those type of guys. If you need some action, watch a drama movie, okay? Or I don't know, do something else. And the guy who is like those extravagant guys who is like love bombing you in the beginning, he's doing that to put a show because he truly believes that his authentic personality is unlovable. Well, yeah, if he's treating you badly, then everybody will kind of leave, right? But let me get to the stages. So again, many times the love bombing and the narcissistic behavior feels like, oh, wow, I'm in a movie. Finally, I found my prince who will take me over a private jet, buy me those like big gifts and this and this and this. And I get it, we all want a movie, but listen, a healthy masculine millionaire will be very normal. And once you get in a relationship with him, he will invest even more time, energy, and money into you. So all of those things are coming. But he's secure and will not throw this the minute he meets you. If a guy that you just met is throwing money, presents, immediately, I'm not saying you can't receive it, just watch out. Maybe he is love bumping you. All right. So I'm all about high effort treatment, but I can't stop repeating myself that ladies go for the stable, emotionally and financially stable man and not for the guy who's like love bumping you and is actually insecure. Okay. And many of those flashy guys are not even wealthy. Just like spend all of the money on the car or kind of like scratching all the left money on the car on the wallet and will you have debt or something like that. So that's why I'm also always recommending when you are taking the engagement ring, you have to ask for the papers or ask your father, uncle, brother to ask for the papers. Because they are not flashy guys are not always wealthy. Okay, so look for that. Okay, let's step into the phases of love bombing, what I want you to look for. So the first phase is the love bombing phase, right? Like it's the idealization. Sorry if I mispronounced that, but like the guy sees you as like ideal. Okay, so he's gonna be like, and there are different type of love bombing. I will go towards that in a second with the different narcissistic behaviors. But the most common is like that you get all of the attention and love and presents and gifts in the beginning, which again is amazing. And all men, even healthy men, will want to give you more attention in the beginning than usual, but healthy men will not stop. They will continue and it will even get more and more over time. Yeah, healthy men can keep up this love over over years, where you can really grow into love. That's what I mean with you grow in love. You date logically, you choose a good guy logically, and you grow in love. Okay? A healthy man will keep doing that forever. So keep being nice, yeah. But a narcissist will love bomb you. He's truly insecure and he believes that he has to put up a show in order to get you. Okay? The typical is like rushing the relationship, rushing commitment, rushing everything, and like throwing money at you, throwing gifts. And as nice as it is, it's a manipulation tactic. And again, I want you to have this great treatment. I want you to have love, of course, but I want you to have it forever, not just 2 months and then having um bad behavior. Okay, you get to have this forever where the guy is caring for you, loving you, buying you stuff, and you get to grow in love. Again, that is why it's so important for you to date logically without intimacy. You watch the guy for 3 months is minimum. I would say even 6 months is best before you like accept an engagement. 3 to 6 months. Yeah. Okay. So the next stage of love bombing is the evaluation. Okay, so where the narcissist kind of like shows his true face, he believes that you fall in love, you have fallen in love, and now he's showing his true face. Kind of happens between 2 to 6 months, and he will start showing his real face, which can be all kind of stuff that will devalue you. Okay, um, like being critical, ragey, getting angry, or maybe even ghosting you, doing all kind of weird stuff that feel really painful. Okay, go back to the list of red flags that I have shared in this course, How to Date a Millionaire, and all of those behaviors in the list of red flags are devaluation behaviors, right? Like ghosting, not calling, not texting for a few days, or being angry, especially if you don't do what he wants you to do. Okay? So a narcissist also is kind of controlling. And so many times women in this situation, because there's like this intense love bombing happening in the beginning, they're like, but it was so good. Like I can't upset him because I don't want the love bombing to stop. Listen, with a healthy man, it won't stop. You will have love consistently from day one to day forever after. A healthy man will continuously love you. When you set a boundary, you say no to something, you share your feelings and thoughts, he will continue doing it. So don't be afraid to lose the love, because with a healthy man, you won't. Okay? And if you're afraid to lose the love or to that he gets angry or that he will leave you, that's a really big sign that he, is not an emotionally stable man. So the second phase is the devaluation phase, where he starts, kind of like giving you roses. He starts being critical. And then, the gaslighting also starts, which means that he will blame you for everything. Like, yeah, I'm angry because of you. I'm angry because you have seen a friend. I'm angry because you don't do what I'm saying. Yes, I didn't talk to you. I silently treated you because you didn't do this. Okay, so he's gonna gaslight you that it's your fault. And then whatever he did was like completely different. Like, huh? I was not angry. I was just telling my point. Huh? I was not silent treating you. I was just focusing on work. Like, yeah, dude. Okay, so when those behaviors happen, he's showing his true face. And in this situation, get out of the relationship. Like, literally, get out. No second, third chances. No. Like, no. Okay, like if you are in this phase and the guy behaves bad, I know you want the good face back and you will have love, but with someone who is consistent, someone who is always there. So, you should get out. And this is kind of like the third phase, the discarding phase, where either you get out of the relationship, you end the relationship because you were like, oh my God, this guy is so abusing. Or or the person leaves because you just simply don't let him control you. And like when I never experienced this before, I was also thinking like, there, of course, I would like leave the situation. But it's not that simple, because when you have experienced like this intense love for 2 or 3 months, it will feel very much like grief, like you lost a person that you truly were bonded and loved. That is why it is very painful. And that's why, ladies, take your time in the beginning when you're dating a guy, even if he wants to throw all of his time and gifts to you, face him once per week, 2 hours is enough. Okay? No daily phone calls. You can call once per week. Face him, and circular date. Okay? The right person stays and will give you more and more and more. Okay, so then that's the third phase, discarding, kind of like the breakup of the relationship because you leave because he's abusive, or because he kind of realized, oh, I can control her. She is like too smart for that. She keeps telling me no, even though I tell her what to do. Okay, but then he leaves. So, and then the last stage is called hovering. So it means that the guy kind of like is like apologizing, acting like nothing happened. He tries to get you back into his life. or he's crying, promising he will change, stuff like that. And in this situation, many people also believe that, maybe I should give them another chance. But listen up, it doesn't make sense to give them another chance. You know why? Because a healthy masculine millionaire would never treat you like that in the first place. Like a stable, healthy man would not ghost you, would not withdraw love, would not criticize you, would not pull you down, would not rage when you say no to something, when you set a boundary. So a healthy person would not even behave like that. So there's no point giving him a second chance because he showed who he is. Okay? And it's not like he bought you the wrong color of flowers. Of course, you can be like, oh yeah, sure, like I want another color. Yeah. But like with behaviors like that, again, go to the toxic red flags module in this course to see what kind of the evaluation behaviors are. But with behaviors like that, you should not give the guy a second chance because I can guarantee you the cycle will begin from the beginning. Yep. And then the cycle begins again. It's gonna be love bumping you again, be like super nice. Being again nice, throwing gifts, throwing compliments, whatever he has to throw, throwing money. And then he starts like, then the second phase starts again. He will show his true face again. Devaluation. Again, narcissist people do that because they are having a trauma and they are feeling actually insecure. That's why they either idolize or devalue people. Okay, it's just a traumatic response. And the sad part is that if you have experienced trauma in your life, either in your childhood or from your past partner, you might be even available for that. And then you really need extra support. Like I really want you to reach out to me or to anybody that you feel like can help you to support you in this journey. Because if you've experienced that in the past, in your childhood, you might be a perfect match for that. I had this, unfortunately. So, where I grew up with someone who had narcissistic behaviors, and I kind of got used to this. And normal, healthy, stable millionaires felt boring. Okay. And it felt so boring, I could not even feel attracted to them. And it took me healing time, which I could do, with my coaches, healers, to kind of like get used to healthy behavior, stable behavior, and also even open up sexually to that healthy, stable behavior. So again, if you see yourself attracting those kind of people, then please reach out to me because we have some inner work to do. I'm also a trained healer. I'm trauma informed, so I can help you with those things as well. I have like so many stories where I help ladies like getting their first healthy relationship ever because they've been attracting narcissistic behavior before. Okay, so some people are really just a perfect match for that just because of the childhood, because the parent or the ex-partner was behaving narcissistic, and it creates kind of like this trauma bond. It creates this pain that the person seeks the same kind of pain because the brain tries to heal, but it won't heal until you get professional support. But at least it starts with awareness. So watch out when you're dating, watch out for those things and take it slow down. Okay, don't let yourself be blinded by that love bumping. Okay, love bumping is like you can't really see much. It's like you're being blinded by the sun. You can't really see on the road. You have to slow down, and then see what's going on. Okay, again, the cycle usually keeps repeating. It's like on repeat. Yeah. Love bombing, then again, the person devalues you. Second stage, either with rage, anger, or silent treatment, withdrawing. And it's in my notes there, but I don't forget anything. Yeah. And the third stage, manipulation, abuse, criticism, cheating, gaslighting, withholding. Yeah. And then you end the relationship or the person ends the relationship, and then the discarding part. And then the fourth stage is the hoovering, right? So the person tries the contact again. And the cycle keeps repeating. And unfortunately, if you ever would become dependent on a man like that, he would be in his devaluation stage all the time. Luckily, my clients are financially independent, so you can always leave, right? And you can always leave, and that's the beauty of women having a job and being financially independent. You can always leave, but you also have to be emotionally independent, and for that, sometimes you do need support from family, friends, and specialists. And that's something I also want to add here, that it is safe to allow a healthy man close. It is safe to allow a man close who shows up authentic from the beginning. He doesn't hide stuff. Yeah, he doesn't put up a show. He's himself. He feels like the guy next door, and he is calling you consistently. He's planning dates. He's behaving nice. And yeah, he might feel like the guy next door. I mean, a bit boring, but it's completely safe to get in a relationship like that, because with this kind of millionaire, with this kind of man, it will get better and better over time. The more he knows you, the more he will even care about you. The more he will cherish your feelings, be so in tune with your feelings. The more he will, listen to your desires and meet and fulfill them as your provider. It is safe and actually very beautiful to be in a healthy relationship where the man, is emotionally secure, financially secure, and available for you emotionally, financially, physically. Where it's not like a love bombing cycle, but he just loves you. Okay? He just loves you. And then you get to grow in love with this person. Imagine like this is his love, and then it adds up every day. It adds up more and more and more. So you literally grow in love. Okay, there's no like falling for somebody, but you really grow in love because he's so kind to you every single day, month after month, year after year. So with this kind of person, it's super safe to get into a relationship and to let him even provide for you, to let him take care of you. It is extremely safe. And of course, you can always like keep your job and keep your career if you want to, right? And still let the guy provide just to have your own thing. And I believe in women having it all. But again, a reminder here, with a healthy man, it's extremely safe and beautiful to be in a long-term relationship because he will always be there. He never enters the devaluation stage. He always just loves you. He doesn't love bomb you. He doesn't put up a show. He just simply loves you, and it continues. Okay. And when you share your feeling, when you share your boundary, he will just simply respect that. Emotionally, financially stable men, as again, feel a bit boring in the beginning, but these are the healthy men that life gets to be easy with. And you bring the honey, okay? You bring the excitement, but it's actually even your job to bring the honey. And if you are disconnected from your own emotions, from your own excitement, then we also have some inner work to do. For that, you connect to your emotions and to the honey. Yeah, just for the sake of yourself, you want to be able to have fun by yourself. And because it's actually the feminine job to bring that excitement and emotions and honey and all of that. Okay, so these were the stages. So you have heard the difference between a healthy millionaire and a narcissistic person. And then you have seen the stages, right? Love bombing, devaluation, discarding, and hoovering. And let's now get into the different types of narcissistic people. And if you, one thing I want to just say, it is also so important. If you recognize this, you really have to reach out to people and like stop the hopeful addiction. I know you want the love bombing back, you want like the good treatment back. And listen up, this up and down is not worth it. Let the guy go and get someone who's always treating you loving, always treating you loving, always there. never enters the devaluation stage of like criticizing or ghosting or withdrawing, ignoring, silent treating. Okay, you get to have this healthy person. So the different types of love bombing from different narcissistic behavior. The typical is the grandiose narcissist. He will like give you the 10,000 flowers, bring you to this beautiful picnic, big dates night out, like really like those grandiose things that you see sometimes in movies, okay? And again, I'm not saying that you don't deserve this, you absolutely do. Yeah. But the emotionally stable millionaire will invite you for dinner, will go out with you, but he will not put up a show and he will feel like a normal, authentic man next door, actual. Okay. So listen to your feelings. And this grandiose narcissist, he can also like float you with like attention, like so much attention every single day, and so much like gifts, time. So for some people, the gifts are more appealing. For some people, the attention, depending where you felt like you've been lacking. But if this happens, pace the guy a little bit. Okay. Thank you so much for giving me so much attention. I'm just available once a week. Yeah, you get to pace the guy, and that's it. Okay. So you pace the guy for him to not like for him to give him enough space to show his real face. Okay? So with this guy, it's also a tactic for you to not see his real face. Yeah, he doesn't believe that he's lovable. That's why he's like kind of putting up a big show for you. And again, as the lady who's learning from you how to date, you're gonna be like top 1% woman who's appealing to all men. And of course, the narcissist wants to be with you because you're like the cool woman, right? Okay. And then he will also push you into a commitment, exclusivity, engagement, marriage. Darling, just follow my steps that I'm teaching you in my course and you're going to be okay. Okay. Once per week meetings. Don't accept the engagement until 3 months of dating him and check the papers and a marriage like after 1 year minimum. Okay. Knowing him, meeting him regularly. Meeting him every week at least. Just follow this script and you'll be okay. Because if the guy is a narcissist, he will show his true face latest after 6 months. Okay? So, but you get to spot this way earlier. That's why I'm doing this video, for you to spot it way earlier. Okay. Then the other type of narcissist is the communal narcissist. That's the person who is caring, and you get to Google those stuff. Like you get to Google those terms if you're more interested. I just want to touch on those names. The communal narcissist is the guy, the person, it could also be a woman, is the person that does so great for the world, is saving children, saving animals, saving everything, which is an amazing thing, right? Like might be into spirituality, might be into religion, but the person doesn't do it for like truly helping, but the person does it to get approval, to get love and approval. Okay. And while it's not even like bad, right? Okay, like he's saving the planet. Okay, great. What if he wants some approval of it? The problem with that is that this person is the communal narcissist is treating his wife and children badly, or the close people, the person who he is dating, or the close people at work. So he's like the great, perfect person outside, but like in the home, he or she is treating those closed ones really badly. Again, the devaluation phase is being seen. He is criticizing, silent treating, gaslighting, sharing it's like your fault, blaming. So he's basically abusive behind the doors. Okay. And the problem with this is that we tend to believe that those people who are so amazing, they have charities, they are in a religious group, they would never do something bad, right? We don't want to even like think, oh, is he narcissist? Like, what? He's like saving the world. Of course, he's a good person, right? But sometimes they don't do it to help the world, but just do it to get like attention, approval, and validation because they need it. Because again, a narcissistic person is very insecure. It's unstable emotional and needs this validation from outside people. Okay. And yeah, and within the home puts others down. Okay, that's the second thing. The other narcissistic type is the self-righteous narcissist. The self-righteous narcissist, what does it mean? The person follows strict, rigid rules. Okay? That's like the adult person who's doing everything correct. Mm, oh, I forgot to mention how would the love bombing look like in the criminal narcissist. So the love bombing would kind of like um look like that okay, you might like get some kind of extra attention and love in the beginning, yes. And you would like not think that he's a bad person because he's doing so many things. But then the devaluation phase will come anyways. Okay, then the self-righteous narcissist who is like doing everything like after the rules. He's doing everything perfect. He will do all of the right things. He will pick you up from the airport. He will drive you to the hospital when you need him. And he will follow all of the rules. And he will do like, he will be responsible with money and he will like, it's either his way or no way. Okay. He has his rules and he will follow them like strictly. He's the responsible adult person. So, how does the love bombing look in here? Actually, there is no active love bombing, but for a person that has been, for example, cheated before, the self-righteous narcissist is very appealing because he is like, I'm following rules. Cheating is not good. You can have my phone, you can have my passwords. I'm following the rule. You can be certain until the end of your life that I will never cheat because I'm following all of the rules that this is how it's supposed to be. So whatever his view is, this is how it's supposed to be. Like he has to do it this way. And again, for a person that um like if you have been like cheated before, you might be like, wow, I want to be with this guy because he would never cheat on me. Like he is so strict on his rules. Or if you had like an unstable home as a child, you might feel comfortable. So that's kind of like the love bombing. There's no active love bombing, but it might be appealing to you because he's just like so, just like so following all of those rules. And if you had like an unstable, unreliable childhood or an unreliable, unstable partner, you may be like, oh God, this is so good. Like he will always pick me up from the airport. He's just reliable. He just follows his rules strictly. Yes, until the devaluation phase comes. Because listen up, a truly reliable person will always be reliable, and that's actually a good thing, right? Like you want to look into um a person who is reliable and who also has values, right? And who can follow through what they say. The self-righteous narcissist is following through what he's saying. So that's kind of good. And I want you to like this is a good trait actually. So when you're looking for a husband, yeah, look for someone reliable who has values and who follows through and who is trustworthy. Great. The problem with the self-righteous narcissist is when he enters the devaluation phase, he will start judging you for not following the same rules like he. For example, when you want to spend a night out with your girlfriends, he's like, no, we're supposed to spend every night together if this is his own idea. Every Friday evening together. Like you can't go out with your girlfriend. Like, are you crazy? Or let's say his ideal idea is to like only spend money on groceries, but never on a fun vacation. Okay, like every person would have different ideas. And then you decide, I want to spend some money on a fun vacation. And he's gonna be so devaluing, angry, or silent treating you the devaluation phase because he's like, how can you not follow those rules? Those rules are here to follow. Okay, so again, I want you to find a responsible person who can follow his own words. But with the narcissist person, the only difference is that when he enters the devaluation stage, he will project it on you, like completely. He's like completely unflexible. Like, how in the world can you spend money on a vacation? How can you go out with your girlfriend? Like, he has lack of empathy, right? And also this insecurity are being fixed by those strict words. So a healthy masculine man will also pick you up from the airport, bring you to the doctor, follow his own values and keep up his word. However, if you have another opinion, another desire, he will listen and he will be flexible enough. Okay, so let's say you do want to spend the money on the vacation, be like, okay, I want to cherish your feelings. Remember, a healthy masculine man will cherish your feelings. Okay, so he will not like judging you or silent treating you. No, he will cherish your feelings. Okay, you want to spend on the vacation. I personally wouldn't, I would save, but if you want to cherish, fine. Yeah, let's find something in the budget. Okay, or if you say, oh, I would really want to go out with my girlfriends Friday night. I know usually we go out, but I would really love to. And then a healthy masculine man will cherish your feelings. Yeah, just like I'm always sharing in my courses that a healthy masculine cherishes your feelings, and then you just simply go. And with a healthy millionaire, it's so easy and so beautiful. That is why I'm doing this video, because I want you to know that you get to have a healthy masculine man, a healthy masculine millionaire, no compromising. You don't need someone who is wealthy, who is like high status, but like living with him feels so painful. No, no, no. That's not what I want you to have. You get to have a beautiful life and someone who is top 1%. Okay. So what else do we have? Another type of narcissistic behavior is the neglectful narcissist. This person will kind of completely ignore you unless they need you. Okay, so maybe they need you to kind of like get married to you because it's better for his like career or whatever. And he will like pretend he will like you in the beginning, yeah. But the love bumping is more like a vacuum. You will feel like you have to work hard for him because he just doesn't notice. You could like wave your hand in front of his head and he will not notice. He's so completely neglectful. He might say that he is very busy and working hard. So when let's say you meet a millionaire and he's like busy working hard, and he only, is available when he needs something like intimacy, you doing a favor, you going for a business meeting with him, it's narcissistic behavior. Okay. Sometimes people are really not available for marriage yet. They simply, they focus on career and that's okay. They're not supposed to be in a relationship. But if a person is completely unavailable, neglectful narcissist, he'll be ignoring you unless they need something from you. Oh, can you cook something? Or can you pass me the remote? Can you do this? Otherwise, you'll be ignored. What you feel and think is ignored. So again, when you are using the scripts I'm teaching you in my courses, how to date a millionaire and how to talk to a millionaire, my communication course, and you share your feelings, you share your thoughts, and that person ignores you, that's a red flag. Walk. Okay? So you have to be cherished. This is a sign, cherished and provided for. This is a sign of healthy masculinity. So when you share with a healthy man your thoughts and feelings, he will listen and cherish them. When you share with a healthy man your desires and needs, he will step up and fulfill them. Always. Always. There's no up and down. Consistently. Okay? So with the neglectful narcissist, there is like no love bumping. That's very obvious because he's just like neglectful from the beginning. But it will feel like a vacuum. Okay, so you will feel like, oh, I really have to work hard to get his attention. And I know so many high achieving ladies who are my clients who tend to fall for this kind of man because they're like, oh, he's so good looking and he's so wealthy. And I mean, And that's why, and he's just busy, you know, I can like deal with it. No, lady, you get to have it all. You get to have someone who's available emotionally, financially, who's there for you to cherish your feeling, fulfill your needs and desires. That's a healthy relationship. So I don't care who he is, what kind of status, how many billion euros he has or dollars. If he is neglecting you, he has no time for whatever reason, that's narcissistic behavior and that's not going to make you happy. Okay. I'm going to repeat myself. You get to have a healthy millionaire, not just someone who's making you unhappy. You get to have it all. That's what I'm teaching my one-on-one clients, and that's what they get. Okay. So, yeah, with this neglectful narcissist, there's no active love bombing because he's just unavailable. He doesn't see you. And there's not much devaluation phase because he's just not there. So he doesn't call you names, you know, he's just not there all the time. Like he's just really unavailable. Unless he needs you, then he might be there. But if he doesn't need you for anything like intimacy, taking you to a business dinner or whatever, maybe even like having your child, a child with you, if he doesn't need you, he's you know he's just gonna be um not there. Okay. So then with this type of man, the discarding phase might come, right? Like more likely you will be the one leaving the relationship, but then he will like trying to like hover you, like, hey, let's meet up. Okay, let's be in a relationship together. Yeah, that can feel really painful to be completely ignored and unseen, uncherished, ignored whenever you share a desire or a problem, just not there. Yeah, not worth it. And this good girl. Okay, what else do we have? Um, the over emotional, dramatic narcissist, so overly vulnerable narcissist, or the person will like mm, share with you all of the emotions, all of the past pain that happened to him in the last relationship in his childhood. You're like crying like a baby. And there's also no obvious love bombing, but you will have something entertaining to watch, okay? The drama show. You will have something entertaining to watch. And you might, like, if he's crying all the time, you might be like having to care for him like a baby. And I know that, you know, many amazing women fall for this too, because when you are in your masculine energy, you completely kind of like, you know, detach from your feminine side of like emotions, of the honey, you're craving those emotions as also as a woman. When you're stuck in your feminine masculine energy, you crave the feminine energy, aka emotions. Yeah. And listen, if you want a feminine guy, okay, go get a feminine guy. That's fine with me. But if you want a masculine millionaire, then you will have to do those exercises I teach you in many of my courses, right? How to date a millionaire, how to get ready for a date with a millionaire. I teach you those exercises, how to connect to your feminine side. So that you don't really will need like this drama, these emotions. You have it from yourself. But again, if you want a feminine guy, great, just get one and he will just be normal all the time. Okay? He will just like be emotional all the time. He will never enter a devaluation stage. Like a healthy feminine person is just emotional and a bit dramatic, maybe, all the time. Okay? But will never enter the devaluation stage. But with the overly vulnerable, dramatic narcissist, he will be like so dramatic, so much crying, so much emotion, so much drama. You have to like listen to him and he's blaming the past, blaming this person. And then you're like the good one on the side, like, yeah, you're the good one. All the other exes, they hurted me and my parents too. And then you're like being idolized. Oh, I'm so amazing. I'm the good one. Yeah, I'm gonna be a better partner than your exes. Yeah. hmm But when the devaluation stage happens, okay, the devaluation stage, when this happens, the person will start blaming you. Oh, I have drama, I have negative because of you. Yeah, with like blaming you, again, rage, aggression, blaming, maybe even silent treatment. That's what's happening for a person who is narcissistic and overly vulnerable. So that's like a more feminine flavor because it's very emotional. And the healthy feminine, which I'm teaching you to be, darling, because if you want a healthy masculine man, you have to be a healthy feminine, which I'm teaching you to be, is going to be emotional, but not drama, okay? As a healthy feminine, also in my course, how to talk to a millionaire, I teach you how to express your emotions without drama. You just share how you feel, what you need, what you desire in an emotional, feminine way. And you continue doing that and you appreciate the guy, right? And it is like that forever. You don't start to do any kind of devaluation phase. You don't start blaming other people. You don't start blaming him. You simply share your feelings, what you need, what you desire, and let the other person cherish you and deliver. That's the healthy feminine, okay? But this like overly vulnerable narcissist, that's like also like a feminine flavor, but it's wounded, yeah? It's a lot of victim blaming and drama, drama. Okay, and then but once the devaluation stage comes, you know who's gonna be at fault? You. That's the closest person, the partner. So also not worth it. Drop the guy. Okay, ladies. So we come to the end of this training. Yeah. Again, narcissistic people, they are very insecure. They lack empathy. They have trauma themselves. They're very insecure. They don't have like a sense of self-worth or self-esteem. So they always need other people's validation all the time. Or they have to put down other people. Okay. They either need the validation or they put down other people to be the best. And they lack empathy. Yeah. And they will not cherish you because they lack empathy. So if a man does not cherish you, run. Use the scripts I'm teaching you. And if a guy starts screaming, doing his toddler stuff, or is like oh, I'm also like having names for that, right? Like if he's like a baby prince, starts screaming, doesn't cherish you, that's not a healthy masculine man. Or if he's ghosting you, silent treating you, completely ignoring you, that is also, the ice king, not healthy. But if a man is listening, cherishing your feelings, okay? When you say, I would like, you follow the scripts I'm teaching you, but when you say, I would like to, to go for a walk because I'm curious, um, what's in the new city? Like, oh, I can use this example. I'm flying tomorrow to a new city I've never been. And let's say I have a date and then I would share, oh, I would like to go for a walk because I'm curious about the city. It would make me feel really happy. But the guy would say, yeah, I don't care about this. Like, let's just go there. Let's just go for drinks. I'm like, I don't feel comfortable with the drinks because I don't drink, and I'm just really curious. It's my first day in this new city. I'm really curious to see. So a healthy masculine man will listen and cherish your feelings, basically, go out with you then. Or if he's really unavailable, let's say he's sick or I don't know, he has like his ankle is broken, he'll be like, listen, I hear you so much, but I can't. Okay, I can't because I'm sick, my ankle is broken or whatever. But that's what a healthy person would do. They would listen and actually fulfill your needs and desires. That's the core of healthy masculinity. Cherishing your feelings, feeling your needs and desires. Okay? And only a emotionally stable and financially stable man can do this. Someone who's extremely insecure can't. They're too insecure. Someone who's like a narcissist, lacking empathy, they can't. Okay? They are selfish because they can't. It's like, yeah, they're too much in their trauma. Okay, it is what it is. You're not here to save the world. There are specialists to help those people. There are specialists, therapists, coaches to help those people. It's not your job to help this man. Okay, he gets to get the support, but you get to leave. As soon as the devaluation stage starts, don't let yourself being gaslighted, like, oh, maybe it's really my fault that he's mean to me, or maybe it is my fault that he started treating me. Darling, a healthy man would never behave like that. It is not your fault. And even if you do something that's not good, a healthy masculine gentleman would never behave like that. Yeah, he would not. So if those devaluation behaviors happen, you have to enter the relationship. And if you follow the way how I teach you to date, it will not even hurt you much because you will not be super much invested. Yeah, you had your boundaries with like 1 date per week maximum. You had your intimacy boundaries, right? Like that's why it's so important you have those intimacy boundaries. You don't have sex with a man until there's the commitment that you want. And if it's marriage, then yeah, until marriage. Okay, you have to wait to really see the true who's that person. Are we compatible? Okay. I'm also having a module in this course, How to Date a Millionaire, about compatibility. So look it up. Coming actually. And are we compatible? But also, is this man emotionally and financially healthy and stable? Yeah. So, darling, that's for that. And again, if you find yourself repeatedly attracting those kind of people, you might also, have like, you might also need some extra support. Okay. And I'm going to be the one who will first admit that I needed that extra support for a few years straight of therapists, coaches, energetic healers, because I was attracting those kind of people. And I was the perfect match. I didn't know how to set a boundary. I didn't know how to walk away. I didn't even realize those devaluation behaviors are red flags because I was literally used to these behaviors in my childhood, in my previous relationship. So I really had to go through a awareness and healing journey. And I'm really grateful for that, you know. So always get the support that you desire and you need, and you get to be supported. Like I truly believe when you're open for support, you will get support somehow. Okay. And if you want to work with me on those topics, you get to send me an email on ellie.taylor.coaching at gmail.com. All right. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions about this topic, you can also put it in the comments. And yes, so that was one training that will go into my courses, How to Date a Millionaire and How to Talk to a Millionaire. You can purchase the whole course. How to Date a Millionaire is actually like a step-by-step process how to date millionaires. Okay, we just did a little extra on narcissistic behavior and love bombing, but basically it's a step-by-step process for online dating to offline dating, how to behave on the first date and polarity work, and how to talk to a millionaire. Is a course where you learn how to communicate, okay, so that you know the scripts and a healthy man is going to respond good with that, okay. And if you are looking for an emotional mastery course, emotional mastery, I think I'm going to also add it here, is my course, Activate Your Secret Weapon. That's emotional mastery. What does emotional mastery mean? It means that even though you feel bad, you feel like a piece of, you know what, you can pull yourself up. I teach you techniques and ways there how to pull yourself up from feeling bad. And when you are in a cycle of a narcissist, you need those emotional mastery skills to really, when you feel down, pull yourself up to feel good again. Because you need to feel good to leave the relationship, or you hire me because I can also pull you up, help you in the situation, and yeah, I will link all of that in the description box. So check it out, and sending you so much love, and yeah, have the awareness and know that you get to have it all. You get to have a top 1% man who is constantly loving, constantly there, consistently cherishing your feelings, consistently providing, consistently fulfilling needs and desires, who will love you, and you just grow in love with them. and you get to have it all. Okay, so never settle. Like, I don't care if the guy is a billionaire, the most, like, whoever that is. My clients do not settle for someone who is emotionally abusive. Okay, even if it's just a little bit emotional abusive, you get to have the most amazing, loving, happy relationship, and that's what I stand by. Okay, so if you go into a coaching with me, one-on-one coaching, and if you're dating a narcissist, I will not accept this. Like, we will work on that, that you um attract someone who is healthy, loving, and a millionaire, of course. Okay. So send you so much love and give this video a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel if you want me to do more trainings like that, which actually land later in my courses. Give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments so I know that you guys like trainings like this.